So once again, a very good afternoon to all of you. So I am again welcoming you to this lecture of signal and systems. In the last lecture, I had dealt with the application of various difference and differential equations. How these are used, what are its applications, okay, how it is used, and how it can be used for describing the relationship between input and output of the concerned system. I would like to recall one thing, and the thing is that the difference equation is used. Linear constant coefficient difference equation is basically used for analysis of systems having discretized nature systems. Okay. Second part, or I can say the most important part, is that the tools. There are various tools which can be used. There are various tools which can be used for analysis of difference equations such as Z transform, discrete time Fourier transform. These all are tools which are used. Now, before moving forward to the actual analysis of a difference equation, one has to understand the differential equation very clearly. So in this lecture, a differential equation, or I can say a linear constant coefficient differential equation, will be solved, and the understanding will become very much clear, and after that we will proceed towards the difference equation. Clear? Okay. In the previous lecture, I have also given the examples of differential and difference equation. If we are looking for differential equation, then a very good example is RC circuit, a motion of vehicle, okay, and motion of vehicle RC circuit, or we can say the friction coefficient in mechanical systems. While coming back to difference equation, the accumulation of saving in a bank account, okay, plus the various steps involved in simulation, these all are used. These all terms are used. These all are practical examples of difference equation. Okay. So this is a simple linear constant coefficient differential equation in Y. The output is Y of t, the input is X of t, and this is dt. Okay. Why it is called as constant coefficient? Because the coefficient of Y of t, have a look at this, is 2, the coefficient of X of t is 1, and the coefficient of dy by dt is 1. Also we can interpret one more thing, that Y is also a function of time t. X of t, that is the input, is also a function of time t. One more thing is very important, that these equations simply do one thing. These equations will not explicitly establish a relationship. No, a relationship won't be established explicitly by these systems. Yes, these equations. We have to solve these differential equations. Once it is solved, then only we can get that explicit relationship. Okay? So have a look at this. Okay, take the example of xt equals to k e to the power 3t u of t. Obviously y will have two parts, that is a particular solution and a homogeneous solution, that is ypt and st. For the homogeneous differential equation, obviously we have to put xt equals to 0, Okay, now we can get that so-called forced response, and that is a constant t to the power e to the power minus 3t. Okay, this k e to the power 3t. Now we will substitute these two equations, okay, into k e to the power 3t, okay, by differentiating this first term. Okay, when we will differentiate it, then we will get the concerned equations, and by putting t equals to 0, you will get 3y plus 2y equals to k. So now you are getting y equals to k by 5 e to the power 3t. Once it is obtained, then again we will use the Laplace transform and put the value of s equals to minus 2 and get the desired solution. Now the various constants are obtained, okay, where a equals to minus k by 5, you can see from it, and the final equation is this right in front of you. Now coming back to linear constant coefficient difference equations. What are they? Why are they important? The most important thing is that I have already taught you that it is expressed as y of n minus half y of n minus 1 x of n. That is quite clear here. Now we can get x y n equals to, we will put that half y raised to n minus y of n minus 1 to the RHS. We will get yn equals to xn plus half y of n minus 1. I had already discussed that a relationship should be there. Some constraints are there. Some auxiliary constants are there. Okay. Yes, because as it is very much clear from the previous lecture that even if we have to calculate a differential equation, for example, a simulation is running on, and we have to get the value of the midpoint of simulation. What is the value of the output at t equals to t by 2 time t equals to t by 2? For that thing, for obtaining the response at time t equals to, for example, take 2 seconds, either we will guess the initial value, okay, that is termed as the initial guess. We will take it as 0, okay, it can be 1, or from any practical data, we will get that point. Okay, from practical data we will collect that point and we will put that initial value, which we call as initial conditions. I think this is very much clear that what are initial conditions and what are its use. So in this difference equation, we'll keep that xn, that we have supposed that the initial condition that we are going to impose is that of initial rest. It is xn is in the form of impulsive function. K delta n is the type of xn. K is the amplitude of that delta n. It means the amplitude of impulsive function is k, and it is present at only n equals to 0. I think it is clear. Okay, it means for n, any other value of n, the input is 0. Okay, clear. If it was k u of n, then it would be for n less than 0, the input is 0, but this is not the case. Now have a look at this. Now we will successively put the value in equation yn equals to xn plus half y of n minus 1. Put n equals to 0, so it becomes y of 0 equals to x of 0 plus y minus 1. Okay, and this is equals to k. Okay, this is equals to k, because x of 0 is k delta 0. X of 0 is, have a look at this, this is k delta 0. So if this is k delta 0, this is delta 0 is 1, so this is k, and half y of minus 1, it is going to be 0. Okay, so y of 0 comes out to be k. Now y of 1, it is x of 1 plus half y of 0. Y of 0 is k and x of 1 is 0. So similarly we can get the value till yn equals to 1 by 2 nk. I think the solution of differential equation is quite clear. I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.